What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. I've got a little, I guess, VCLT care package that I got in earlier this week that I'm going to show you guys today. I was not expecting this one. This came as a complete surprise. I was floored, and it came at a really good time. It definitely helped to lift my spirits. I am very, very thankful for this. I don't do these videos to try to get free stuff or have you guys send me free stuff, but I am constantly blown away by the generosity of others, especially people that I've met through this avenue of YouTube. There have been some of the most generous and kind people that I've ever met in my life have come into my life simply because of YouTube. So I am thankful for all of you guys. This came from Rick over at the Dreadful Minutes. If you're not familiar with Rick, he has a pretty awesome channel. He definitely needs more subscribers. He will be linked up in the description. Please go check his channel out, and if you like it, go ahead and give him a sub. Go ahead and tell him that I sent you. But he's pretty well known in this YouTube community. He's definitely one of the nicest people that I've met through YouTube. He is very deliberate. He goes out of his way to make people feel welcome. He goes out of his way to be engaged, to comment on videos on Instagram. We follow each other, and he is always, I can always count on Rick to be a part of anything that I post, and that definitely helps. I know I personally can be lacking on that stuff sometimes. Sometimes I get very busy, and it just I don't have the interaction that I probably should. He is very deliberate and just an awesome guy. So definitely please go check out his channel if you have not done so. That being said, I'm just going to jump into this care package. He sent me some awesome stuff. I wanted to spend some time with the albums and that type stuff before making this video. I've had this package in for about a week or so, but I'm just going to get right into this. First up, we have a Cannabis Corpse t-shirt. That is very funny to me. The artwork on that. I'm actually going to try to get away with wearing this to work one day. Best case scenario, they send me home, so I get a day off just for wearing that shirt. So that was a pretty awesome shirt. Speaking of metal shirts, throughout the month of March, I'm doing a March is Metal Month on my Instagram. That will be linked up in the description as well. I take a selfie every single day of March and of a metal shirt, a different metal shirt that I'll be wearing, and kind of highlight that shirt. If you want to see more of this ugly face, then definitely go follow my Instagram and follow along those March's Metal Month t-shirt posts. He sent a patch. We have a Beastmaker patch. Beastmaker is made up of the members of Haunt. I've deliberately and intentionally avoided listening to Beastmaker's material just for the simple fact that they have 10,000 releases just like Haunt does. It's hard enough to try to keep up with the Haunt material. I did not want to fall in love with another band that is going to be nearly impossible to and possibly bankrupt me trying to keep up with the releases that they put out. But we have a Beastmaker patch, and we'll get into that a little bit more later in this video. Next up, he sent me some stickers. We've got a Fuzz Records. I've almost got my cabinet completed. I've been putting stickers all over the front of this cabinet. It is actually the cabinet where I keep my metal shirts in, and it's almost full. We're getting there. It's almost full of stickers. This will definitely help. We have a little promotional sticker there. I don't know if my camera's going to focus. It is a Black Lives Matter, Cease All Control, and I can't read the other. It looks like a band name on there, but I don't know. Camera's not cooperating, but that will go on the cabinet as well. I feel awful for not. I should know this. Is this Guerrilla? I don't know. I should know that logo. It looks familiar. Somebody jump in the comments. Let me know who that is. I know you know who it is. I should know. I recognize the logo, but I'm drawing a blank. I guess I should have looked that up before I did this video. And then we got a Transylvanian Records sticker there. So that one especially will help almost fill that cabinet up. So stoked to have those to add to the sticker collection over there. He sent me some CDs, a nice little stack of albums here. And we're just going to jump into it. I'm going to link all of these up in the description as well, because if he felt that these were important enough for me to check out. They were all new. I've opened them up and kind of gone through them. Then I'm going to feel it's just as important for me to share it with you guys. So if you see something you want to check out, definitely go check them out. Maybe you'll find something that you enjoy as well. First up, we have Hellfire with Free Again. This is some traditional heavy metal with some speed metal elements. This originally came out, I think, in 2017, and it was reissued through Riding Easy Records in 2018. This is the repress. It was independently released by the band on the first press. This is phenomenal. I dug this quite a bit. This was my introduction to this band. I've checked out some more of their material after having listened to this album, and I can say that this debut full length is my favorite release from them. This is stellar. Like I said, it's traditional heavy metal. There's some Iron Maiden chops. There's some Iron Maiden influence, heavy Iron Maiden influence going in on this, but they go their own direction. There's some originality going on. It's got some good riffage. It's phenomenal stuff. If you're into traditional heavy metal, you kind of like something that kind of teeters towards speed metal at times, I think Hellfire would be up your alley. Beyond Nightmares was probably my favorite track on this release, but it has definitely got some heavy spins from me in the past week or so. Next up, we got Deceased with Rotten to the Core Part 2, The Nightmare Continues. This is Part 2 of their they had Rotten to the Core Part 1. It came out several years ago. This came out last year in 2020. It's Deceased doing cover songs. A lot of these are kind of punk bands that they're covering. There are some thrash stuff. I know they do a Cryptic Slaughter cover on here that's pretty good. I like Deceased. I like everything that Deceased does, so I mean, I'm intrigued even by their cover songs. I know some people aren't really big into cover albums, but Deceased, for me, they really can't do much wrong. So I did dig this. I think I enjoy their thrashy covers on here a bit more than some of the more hardcore punk covers, just because I feel like the thrash stuff is a bit more in that Deceased wheelhouse. It's a bit more what I expect. I expect kind of that thrashy thrashy death from Deceased. So the thrashy songs like that Cryptic Slaughter one I enjoyed quite a bit, but some of these, I mean, it's different, but for what it is, it's a pretty good album. I do like anything that Deceased does. Now let's get back to Beastmaker, Trevor William Church and company from Haunt. This is their doom metal project. And I absolutely love this. I'm kind of mad at Rick for sending me this, because I was intentionally, as I said earlier, I was intentionally avoiding listening to Beastmaker, because deep down I knew I was going to like it. I knew I was going to want more, and it was going to get expensive. So here we are. This is the EP entitled Eye of the Storm. It's a 4-track EP, and it does just what an EP is expected to do. It leaves you craving more. This case unfortunately had a couple cracks. I'm going to change that out after this video. Phenomenal stuff. 4 tracks of traditional sounding doom. The guys from Haunt and Beastmaker obviously are super talented. I mean, musicianship wise, they're on another tier. I think that's the way that they're able to keep putting out material after material. I don't know what these guys do other than just sit around and make music all day long. You have so much Haunt material that is constantly being released. I was looked up Beastmaker after listening to this just to see how many releases they have, and like the list was like, it was insane. So Rick, I mean, I appreciate it, but I hate you, because now I'm gonna want more. But here we are, Beastmaker, Eye of the Storm, phenomenal stuff. Definitely check that out. I'm kind of mad at myself now for having not listened to them for so long, just for that simple fact. But we are where we are now, so you'll probably be seeing some Beastmaker trickle into my collection in the future. This is like when something like this comes on, you know that someone has sent you something that is intently watching your channel, keeping up with your content. He sent me Evoken with Embrace the Emptiness. I did the Paragon Records haul where they sent me a free copy of this that was a CDR. It was like a promo, old school promo, where they had the artworks, full case, and then it was just a CDR on the inside. He actually sent me a actual copy. he commented, I think, on that video about the CDR, which was funny. And then here we are now, where he actually sent me a real copy. I will probably put that CDR copy in the stash for the giveaway for when I hit 2,000 subscribers and I do the big live stream. There will be several giveaways going on that channel, but now I have my own legit copy of Embrace the Emptiness in the collection. Phenomenal stuff. One of the better Evoken releases out there. It rivals probably their latest as to my favorite. Between this one and their latest, Hypnagonia or something, I don't know. But either one of those could easily, I guess it just kind of changes back and forth as to which one is my favorite. Now we're getting into what is the super meat and potatoes, probably my 3 favorite releases from this stash that he sent me. This is one that I'd never heard of. This one was completely new. Actually, the next 2, this one and the next one were completely new to me, and I'm glad to have found these now. We have Kraken Doomvirate, I believe is how you pronounce that, with the stars below, the seas above. This is, I guess, it's labeled as experimental black / doom metal. It teeters at times heavily into that funeral, that almost a blackened funeral doom realm. It doesn't get overly monotonous like some funeral doom material goes. I guess I could show the actual artwork and everything on the disc before I get to just rambling about it too much. This came out in 2020 on Silent Future Recordings. I'm not familiar with Silent Future. I feel like I felt Nordvis has promoted this at some point. I'm not 100% sure on that. But as I was saying, it is black and doom. Sometimes it almost feels like it gets into that like slower, not super slow funeral doom. I mean, it has those moments, but almost like a death doom. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Experimental, black doom. The funeral doom elements are there, but it doesn't get overly monotonous. It doesn't get overly tiring like some funeral doom stuff does. There's enough variations in the music. There's enough variations in the vocal deliveries going on in this to keep you interested. This album is over an hour. I think it's like 70 minutes long. And with doom, with stuff that slows down, it gets, sometimes it can be a bit of a chore to make it through an album like that, especially one of that length. This one never overstays its welcome. There's enough, it changes up the vocal deliveries, it changes up the musicianship. It's just so many variations going on that it keeps you interested, keeps you intrigued as to what's going to happen next. It has moments that kind of almost feel like death doom going on, almost like a melodic death doom at times. Then you have some black metal-ish harshness going on, as well as just the slow, maniacal funeral doom. So this one is a very interesting, very intelligent release. I definitely want to spend some more time with this. With it being a 71 minute album and 4 tracks, it's something that you have to be willing to invest some time in. I've listened to this probably 2 times already, and it's something that I just want to put my headphones on, turn the lights down, and just get lost in this album. And it's very nautical, it's kind of a mix between nautical and almost cosmic feelings going on with this, but definitely something that I am going to be spending some time with in the future, guaranteed. Next up, this is another one that I had no prior memory of listening to. This one, probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite from this whole haul. This is some blackened goodness, blackened death. It has feels like some doom going on in this as well. Out of Israel, of all places. This is Zad with Followers of Tann, Tann. Man, this is good. I've probably listened to this one about 5 times this week already. The CD's all in the wrong place because of those said spins. It's good. I mean, it has the changes up on this, kind of like I was saying in the about the last album, where it kind of Has some variations going on to keep you intent. It has the harshness going on. It has some female vocals on this as well that kind of draw you in and sucker you in and just encompass you. And unfortunately, this band is split up. That's just the way it goes. I think this is the only full length that they put out. This has not been out long at all. I think it came out within the last couple of years. I forget. I think maybe 2018. This came out 2018, 2019. And I wanted to hear more, but unfortunately, they are no more. Hopefully, they have another project that some of the members went to or something that I can kind of move forward and check out that way. But just black and goodness out of Israel. Good stuff there from Zad. Z-A-D. Check them out. And then last but not least, we have some Australian melodic black metal. This is Atra Vetosus with their Live at the Royal Oak live album. It's got the DVD in here as well. I was stoked when I saw this because it has my favorite track, my favorite release. It's a one track EP that this band put out called Es Vitae Nesisk. I believe that's how you pronounce it, and that is my go-to with Atra Vetosus. I know that Rick watches my videos simply because I talked about that in my metal CD collection videos, and now that I got this in, that is it. They do an awesome job performing that live on the CD. I have not watched the DVD yet. I am very intrigued because I think it will be a bit mesmerizing to see them play that live. That a lot of black metal bands you don't have the opportunity to see live, especially in my neck of the woods. I'm in the heart of the Bible Belt. I'm in Tennessee, West Tennessee, rural West Tennessee. So I'm lucky to get any bands that come tour around here, especially now. There's nothing going on, but even when touring was going, you don't get a lot of black metal, especially obscure black metal or black metal from other countries coming in here. So it will be nice to see them play live. I am stoked. The CD version, the live CD, sounded great. The Es Vitae Nesisk track, 15 minutes. Sounded great live. I was stoked to give that a listen. So awesome stuff there. Rick, once again, thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you sent for me. I appreciate everything you do. I think my camera just lagged, so I'm just going to jump back into that. Rick, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do for the community here. You are a genuine person. You are a genuinely nice and generous person, and I do appreciate everything you do. You guys definitely go check out Rick's channel. It's linked up in the description. I want to see his subscriber count jump. If I don't, I'm going to be mad at y'all. That's all I've got for today. I'm going to try to get back on these videos. I've been kind of slacking this week. Been down. I'm back up now, so go check out the Instagram. Check out the metal shirts that I've got going. I'm going to quit rambling now. Stay classy, stay metal. I will see you all very soon, I promise.